junior years of school. And now, as they move to senior secondary schools, they are expected to put on uniforms that feels out of place for the teenagers they have become. Is it still necessary for students to wear the same uniforms throughout their schooling, especially as they transition into their final year of secondary education? Today, we tackle this critical question. And for this reason, we are privileged to host our guest in the studio. And our guest is none other than Miss Anne Sanini. Miss Sanini, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome to our studio today.
Thank you, Victoria.
Miss Sanini, have a seat.
Thank you.
Miss Sanini is a member of Presidential Task Force in Education, and she's here to elaborate on one of the recommendations that have been presented regarding the transition of the first cohort of CBC students to senior secondary schools. Our dear viewers, I must say that the new curriculum of education has drawn several criticisms from almost everyone: the parents, religious leaders, unions, as well as the educational expert. It is from these that we are inviting Miss Sanini to give us an insight into this. Miss Sanini, welcome to our studio today instead of Jambo to our viewers.
Thank you very much, Victoria, for hosting me here today. I'm glad you have given me a lot of coverage than I thought. Hi, viewers. I'm glad to be here today, and I hope by the end of this session, we'll be well informed.
Miss Sanini, one more time, welcome to Amazon TV. So tell us, what are these recommendations that have come forth, and what has informed the recommendations?
Thank you once more, Victoria. In our basket, there are lots of recommendations to make the new education system work. As you are aware, the CBC system is different, and so we must face it differently. In fact, one of the issues in our basket is the abolition of uniforms in senior secondary schools.
Abolition of uniforms in senior secondary schools? Miss Sanini, I'm very sorry to interrupt. Is that even practical? Uniforms have been in our school from time immemorial. Is that we are able to differentiate school kids and the rest of the public. We all wear uniforms to schools, didn't we? So, I've lost again. Is it practical to remove uniforms from schools?
Very practical, Victoria. Students in American senior school don't wear uniform. Same to Japan, Korea, and Canada. In fact, the list is long.
What formed the task force decision in this?
We must first understand this group of learners. At senior school level, they have already chosen their career paths. Unlike the 844 system, the new arrivals are coming with firm minds and opinions on who they want to be. They have had their path defined before they walk into those gates. One is already aware that they want to become engineers, doctors, teachers, lawyers, or even administrators.
I agree.
For this reason, they must be accustomed to follow their path-seeking behaviors, dressing codes, content in class, trips, and practical sessions.
In fact, I agree with dressing codes.
An artist, for example, is not going to be motivated if they start dressing like nuns. Let a future lawyer dress like one in senior school. Let a doctor dress like one. Let a student in hospitality industry dress like one. We are building self-esteem.
Self-esteem. I love that part. Dear viewers, we are going to have a commercial break from the other side of the studio.
KRCD nurtures every learner's potential by incorporating performing arts into the competency-based curriculum. We set the stage for future creators and performers. Catch the action on EDU TV from 7th to 14th April 2025 as we bring you live coverage of the events from 9 schools and film actors.
Welcome back, everyone. So, Miss Sanini, tell us, what other reasons do you have for the abolition of uniforms?
Secondly, these will encourage individuality and self-expression. It can be proved that uniforms limit students' ability to express themselves through fashions. Allowing trades in clothing helps students develop their personal identity.
I think it can be argued out that uniforms are cost-effective in the long run to the parent. And I think it's cheaper wearing a pair of uniform for 3 years than a home cloth every day.
That's a misinformed opinion. It actually reduces finance burden, especially on parents. And now that people are facing tough economic times, why? Uniforms can be expensive. I know of a school that charges 25,000 shillings for school uniform upon admission in Victoria. Imagine 25,000 shillings for just a pair of uniform.
Jeez, that's quite expensive.
Allowing regular clothing gives family a friendly budget.
Thank you, Miss Sanini, for this. Your argument is quite informative. We are going to stop our show at that point. But before that, I can see a number of messages to you. Mr. Sabrina from Kisumu County saying hello to our guest and that is enjoying the show. Irene from Kiambu County saying that the guest is much more informed. Yeah, I agree. Mr. Machoka from Bungoma County saying that CBC has come at the right time. Indeed, it has come at the right time. Dear viewers, engage us through our X-Space handles, Facebook and WhatsApp group. SMS us through 232232. Miss Sanini, before we exit the show, what is your last word to the general public regarding this matter?
Choice is like the first step on new path unpredictable. Yes, but it's the only way we'll discover new horizon. So let's stop holding on to the old map and start exploring where the journey can take us.
And our guest has been
Miss Anne Sanini.
And I've been your host, Victoria Runyenjes. Until we meet again, same place, same time, same vibe. Thank you for watching.
Edu Channel, the national educator.